Don't you just love those smart solutions? Lisa came up with this thing. They call it the quick release pulley. It's meant to change from the upper to the lower clew or back more easily. I'm gonna test this thing for you and find out if it's really worth your money. Why should you ever change from the upper to the lower clew or back? That's a really good question. It gives you far much more range and control in the higher end. It gives you more range in the lower end. By using the upper clew, you get more power, so you can use your sail in low wind conditions. If the wind is really strong and you feel overpowered while using the upper clew, just change to the lower clew and you'll find that you can use your sail much and much longer. The reason for that is by using the lower clew, your leech will be allowed to twist more. Practically, this means that if you normally use 4 sails in your quiver, you might just go back to 3 or maybe even 2 by changing clews. So it can save you money as well. But is it any good? Or is it just trash? I'm gonna find out in this test session for you, and I'm gonna let you know what I think about this. The baronet closure runs really smoothly and is neatly cut out of metal. It feels really light, and they say they made it out of some kind of alloy grade 6 metal. Let's see what the actual weight is. So the Lisa twist lock pulley is just under 40 grams. Let's compare that to 2 loop systems. And the reason why I take 2 is because if you want to compare it equally, it means that you can change quickly, you need 2 loop systems. Just over 60 grams, that means you have a weight saving of approximately 20 grams. This blue plastic is some kind of tough rubber which is supposed to make it easy to get the ropes on. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do one the smart way and one the old-fashioned way. Let's see which works better. I've seen a video online in which it was very easy to hook the rope on, but I must say the rubber feels really tough. Start the timing, smart way first. It took a bit of fiddling as the middle part is quite tough to get onto, but it worked. Now let's try it the old way. Start the timing. A slight advantage for the old-fashioned way, but it's really close. The reason why the smart way loses this time is purely due to the fact that the rubber is so tough that it's difficult to get the rope over the middle part. It runs really smooth, check. But you know what they say, the proof of the pudding is in the eating. It looks really nice and it is really easy, but let's see if it's that easy to use when you're on the water. Actual dry testing, check. Enough talking, let's hit the water. Today I happen to go out on the foil, but it will work exactly the same on the fin. Okay, it matches the color of my boom. But besides that, I must say I feel the difference when adjusting my outhaul. It definitely runs smoother than the old system. I started out with the upper clew, but the wind has picked up quite a bit, so it's time to change. Head back to the beach and change to the lower clew. Well, that was just a piece of cake. I don't know why I went back to the beach for that. Probably an old habit. So next time, if I need to change, I'm gonna try it on the water. Well, that lower clew makes the sail much more forgiving. It's less jerky and it gives me much more range. Here you can see that the leech really opens up much more using the lower clew. The wind is dropping, so I'm changing back to the upper clew as I want more power from the sail. And let's try it on the water this time. Also, changing in deep water is a piece of cake. I really start to like this twist lock pulley. This thing is gonna save me a lot of time. You can immediately feel the extra power, and this will give me more range on the lower wind side. This is great stuff, guys. Okay, this twist lock pulley works, but is it also strong enough? Let's find out. Let's put some serious power on this thing. Not only did it survive the power in the sail, but also the crash. So another box that's checked. Well, you probably know by now, but I love this thing. it's gonna be in my standard equipment for slalom and racing. Yes, I'm gonna use it with my race sails, race booms, and I'm gonna use it in the races. It's really so good. It has never been this easy for me to change clues, and I now use it much more often than I would normally do, as it's quite a hassle to change the loop system from the upper to the lower and back. This makes it a lot easier. This is definitely worth its money. I do hope you liked this video. If you liked it, please leave a like. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't have to miss out on any of the action. Whether it be windfoiling, wingfoiling or windsurfing, you'll find it on the channel of the Windsurf Coach. Thank you very much for watching and see you next time. See you on the water.